that was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 6. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom. End zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the...
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It's fielded at the 45. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out. And that could be their Achilles heel.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got a first down past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 7 catches, 129 yards.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw it a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. From a couple yards, and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be Packer football. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own.
Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Able to get away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So we've come to half, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Here's Gordon. And some room to maneuver. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 73 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Room here to run, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Gordon. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And now they're in the hurry up. On 3rd down, it's Gordon. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think...
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Packers pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. The Packers offense set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And Watkins, you see him there, still down and slow to get up. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. We'll check on his status when we get back. Out to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
139 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Gordon will score. Touchdown, Packers.
So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Taking it about the 1.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And here comes a
and deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A big play there. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Packers appear to be headed to a 9-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it up.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy...
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Packers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 1. His throw incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking.
Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers continue.
After reviewing the play, ruling on a field stand.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for...
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Finding some room at midfield. Oh, some strong running. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw here. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. On the completion, and it sets up a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll look to throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He's going to field this at the 4. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's complete to Bolden. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Let's go, defense. Our time.
Back to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And his throw here is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Come on now.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on all.